Hi Neil, welcome to FilmiBeat.
Hi, thank you so much.
Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so being a writer, being an actor, like how was it?
Nice. It's extremely exciting for me. Great phase for Indian cinema that's pushing content so strongly out there in the market. So as an actor, as a producer, and as a writer, Bypass Road has got me the opportunity of showcasing many aspects of my talent, and of course a great thriller plot that is coming our way.
Okay, so like since when you started writing Bypass Road?
Bypass Road started being developed about 3.5 years ago. It was a completely different storyline than what it is right now, but it was a germ. It was a thought of a genre that was not very well explored in the country. Home invasion was something that I really wanted to make a film on, but I personally believe that home invasion requires a nice subplot and a plot behind it for your audience to really enjoy why that man would have come in to explore killing somebody else, etc. So from that thought process of a home invasion, in mind, I started developing it, but then it took direction, and then it shaped up in the way it has. The basic one-liner of the film is about Vikram Kapoor, a prodigy, a fashion prodigy, who meets with an accident and comes back home 2 months later as the victim of this accident, but becomes the prime suspect of a murder of a woman called Sarah Braganza, who died at the same night as his accident, and she was the brand ambassador of his fashion label. What's his connection? We don't know. His turmoils in his house, and of course, beyond all of that, who's that one man behind the mask, or a woman who's come to kill him?
Yeah. So talking about the song So Gaya Ye Jahan, such an iconic song, and yeah, choosing this song for this movie and that too into party anthem, like from where this idea
Well,
came?
So Gaya Ye Jahan definitely has become the party anthem. I mean, we trailed with the song recently, and everybody was grooving to it. I mean, they were enjoying the song so much. I was so excited. For me, it's a very emotional journey actually. Somewhere, to vindicate my father's honor, somewhere for me, it was much more than just a song. For me, it was also how can two sons be working and not have the opportunity of working with their legendary father. So, just for that respect, for that homage to my father and to my grandfather, Naman and I decided that we should use So Gaya Ye Jahan in the film. But it's a very apt for the situation. It's very pivotal to the situation of the film. Since I told you that there's a murder and an accident that happens on the same night, it's the song that leads into many unraveling of many plots and many stories. So for me, it was very exciting to have gotten the nod from Papa and him agreeing to have done this, and I'm really looking forward to the audience enjoying it on big screen.
Okay, so how Ada and Shama they came on board?
So, while writing, the film is a very character-dominated film. It's not a hero-heroine dominated film. I needed faces and actors who can dominate their characters brilliantly in their own skin. And of course, we the moment I wrote down the final draft and was exploring the territory of casting with Naman asked me who was my choice of actors that I had for the main lead and for Ada's character. So Ada's name was topping the charts out there because we needed an actor who can switch from being very vulnerable to also looking like the prime suspect of maybe a plot. And she's got history of some great films like 1920. She's dominated unconventional routes of storytelling also. So as an actor, I wanted to explore that, with my heroine of the film, where she can look simple and coy and pretty and poised all the time with a great depth of emotion. But there can be something underlining to her character and mystery. So that is something that I think Ada brings to the table with great finesse, and that's how I cast Ada for the film. And as far as Shama's character is concerned, again, we needed somebody who has that the dominance of and and that style and that sex appeal of dominating a ramp. She's playing this ramp model, and she's again a very multi-layered character. For me, Shama was the one choice because, with apart being this whole arrogant approach to the character which she's brought with great finesse game, she's also got a great amount of vulnerability, which for Sarah's character is very important because she then eventually is the victim of a murder, and what led to that is what made Sarah's character extremely dark and very heavy. I needed somebody who understands that space both personally and professionally, and as an actor I think she can bring so much on a table. She hasn't explored this territory before. I think this is definitely going to be a chip on her shoulder. She's done the job so well. And of course I want to add to all the other actors of the film also. Whether it's Gul, whether it's Sudhanshu, there's Rajit Sir, there's Tahir, there's Manish Chaudhary, Mukesh Bhatt, all of them, everybody in this film have all portrayed characters that they have never portrayed on screen before. So that makes it even more exciting to try and keep guessing. The whole idea about a thriller and a whodunit is about keep guessing. And as actors, that fine actors that they are, they've made you do that. They've all very undercurrently got that little guesswork happening in your brains by till the end of the film.
Okay. And Neil, apart from this, like how, as we are talking about personally and professionally, when negative criticism or something like comes up, so how you deal with it? Because recently we have seen one tweet, and obviously people were appraising you the way you handled it. What do you want to say when you heard something
I
or
just
see?
For me, I have been exposed to appreciation and criticism from the last 12 years. I'm so, I'm not defensive, and I appreciate criticism, but if it's well put, I can't stand useless people talking unnecessary bullshit. It doesn't make sense. It's a technical field. If you want to criticize a film, speak about the technical nuances of the film. It's a creative field. If you are being a critic and if you think you have the audacity to go out there on a platform as national as international and with such great exposure, and you have the audacity to go and pin somebody down, then have the audacity to speak about the creative aspect as to why you felt the creative things were lacking. When you don't have the knowledge, please don't talk about it. It just kind of throws me off when people talk just for the heck of getting attention, and that's very sad. If you don't like my work, you can tell me about my work. If you don't like the kind of films I do, it's perfectly okay. It's taken me a lot of time, a lot of effort to get to here, and a lot of hard work. It's been that conviction with myself that I've reached out here, and I think that's the only way that I can move forward. If the moment I start taking the wrong criticism seriously, then I'm doomed, because today with the power of social media, everyone's got a voice, and the true voices that are supposed to be heard are also getting lost maybe somewhere in translation out there. And I guess maybe it's time for just us to understand which was to hear and which not.
Okay, so Neil, when are you planning to do a digital debut, like some web shows?
The moment something exciting comes my way, I'm very open to the whole idea of debuting on a digital platform, doing great web series. Content keeps coming my way, but it's not exciting me at all. If it's worthy of me being a part of it, I'll do it. I just don't. And like I do my films, I'm very choosy about my films. I'm not in any big hurry out here. I'll take my time, I'll explore territories that I think are exciting, and I'll be a part of it if I want to.
Okay. Also, fans were asking like, what is the status of Filigree? If you can just
Filki
update.
is
Yeah.
up for release soon also. Right after Bypass Road, you'll hear great things about Filki. It's shaped up really well.
Okay, and what was the reason for such a long? Because since 2 years we have seen the posters.
No, so Firki and Bypass Road both got delayed because of Saho. Because my commitments on Saho were prior commitments, but Saho took a little extra time to finish. I thought I'd finish off shooting Saho for in about 60-70 days. The film lasted me about 180 days. So there was like a domino effect on all the films.
All right. So lastly, what do you want to say to the viewers who are watching you? What message you want to give them?
Well, to all you lovely people out there, all my fans, and all you gorgeous people who are watching this interview, please do go watch my film Bypass Road. Releases on the 1st of November. Also, yes, of course, very importantly, don't leave your brains behind. You need your brains for this one. It's a great whodunit.